All right. Let us start our recording.
Host started recording.
All right. Peace. All right. Wonderful. Peace, blessings, enough, holy, plenty, a lot of love to all our kings and queens in the house, our brand ambassadors, our founding members, our affiliates, our users, and everyone in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to everyone. Thank you very much for joining us this wonderful Thursday. And it is the 14th day of the month of December. So we are winding down and wrapping up another year in the year 2023. So at this time, we are going to be playing one music video, and the voice on the music video, of course, it's one of our own founding members, and that is none other than Lerato Shadari. And Lerato Shadari sing or brings to us the song "In It to Win It." And so the only way you can win, you have to be in. And people who win lotto can tell you that they have to be in it to win it. All right. So the same principle in this company or in on passive, you would have to be in to win. All right. And so that is the theme song actually for this webinar, which is the deep dive webinar. Deep dive, globally changing lives, because that is our aim, to change lives globally. And so without any further ado, we will be playing Lerato Shadari song in on passive, one of which is the 52nd anniversary celebration at the UAE, which is, and so that will actually be a part of the song, and also a lot of other features in this and mental. And so the physical with regards to any business is the money. And Ashmafare says that he's going to take care of that. So the one that we need to concentrate on and the one that we need to focus on is, of course, the mental aspect of the mindset. And so the mental aspect, right? And so, okay, all right. And so the mental aspect, thank you very much, Carlton. The mental aspect of the mindset is the one that Queen Jacqueline Warner is actually going to take care of right now. So let us listen carefully, because she's going to speak to the topic, stop wasting time. She's already an entrepreneur long before on passive. So on passive didn't make her into an entrepreneur. She has always pursued that aspect of life. She is an inspirational speaker. She has her own talk show. She also hosts her own shows. So she is already speaking on many and various platforms. She is the grandmother of 9 grandchildren. I don't know how this young little girl has 9 grandchildren already. I must be wasting a lot of time. So right? And so, therefore, without any further ado, to give us the mindset with the topic, stop wasting time, we are now going to turn to our queen, Jacqueline Warner. Over to you, Queen Jacqueline Warner.
For always showing up and being there for us, and also motivational transit. And the founders, oh my God, and the founders inspire him. We give him the motivation to keep on fighting for what is right, what we what this world deserves. That people can be treated fairly, that people can earn a living, that people can enjoy their families. What God put us on this earth, so not only that we work, but that we be fruitful and that we will enjoy the earth. He didn't go through all this hard work to make the earth for us to just work it, but he placed it on this planet earth so we can enjoy it, and that we can have fun with our families, and have a fruitful life, not a life of struggle and poverty and pain and suffering. Enough already. So tonight I'm going to be talking about, don't waste your time. Stop wasting time. And a lot of us do it without even knowing it sometimes. We get so caught up in life. We get caught up in our daily chores and or in our jobs, and we just forget everything about ourselves, and we give away our time. We trade our time for money. Instead of having the money work for us, we are trading our time every day for money. And I remember some of the elder people and still are saying time is of essence. We can't get it back. We can't get the time back. A lot of people leave the earth immaturely and they didn't get to fulfill their dreams or their goals, or even had an opportunity to leave generational wealth for their families. You know, so it's about not wasting time. And if we ask ourselves, suppose we only had 6 months to live, what would we do? And that's something each and every one of us need to think about. Because you know why? If somebody tell you you only have 6 months, not body, but your physician, your doctor say, you know what, you only got 6 months to live. Your head will be spinning like a top. You will know which way to go, which way to turn. And most of the time, some of us will just stand still because we don't know what to do, where to get started. Some of us can't get started at all because we don't have nothing to even get started with. And here we have an awesome, I would say, an awesome business before us, placed in our very palm of our hands. And some of us is taking it for granted. We're just wasting time. We don't have to wait on passive. We don't have to wait for Mr. Ash Mafara. We don't have to wait for Mr. Nazal or Muhammad Kamal. We don't have to wait for them, or Dr. Susan. We don't have to wait for them because they're doing already what they're supposed to do. They are focused. And that's number one about not wasting time. You got to be focused. And you got to be focused on something and stay on top of it. Like when you go get your eyes examined, and the specialist or the attendant, she said, focus on that dot on the wall. And you got to stay focused on that dot so they can look into your eye. Well, the same for our goals, for our lives, for our children. We got to have something. And Dr. T spoke about it, that why. You got to have that why. That why got to be so strong that every time you get knocked down, kicked down, you can get back up because you know what my why is so big and so deep that nothing can stop me. And sometimes we allow obstacles and situations and to hold us back, to keep on pushing us further down and down into the pit. And then it's so hard for us to see where we're going because it's so dark and gloomy. We can't see the light. But do not allow the enemy to rob you continuously of what we all deserve. The enemy doesn't want, my daughter, when I was thinking, going through my topic this evening, my daughter said, yes, the enemy does not want us to be successful. He wants us to stay in poverty. He wants us to make it think that it's so bad that we could turn to him and say, look, I'm, I'm done. I'm done. I can't take this no more. You got a way out? I'm ready. Let me shake my hands with you. And there, yeah, you might get some glory. But how long is this going to last? And what are the consequences? And sometimes he's so great at it, he tells you the consequences, but because you want that so bad, you overlook it. And you shake your hands with the devil and you're in. We got to stop wasting time. We got to stop wasting time because we can't get it back. It's I remember the old people say, beat the iron while it's hot. I have my daughter who's going through a situation, and I'm saying, take this situation. God is allowing you to
Picking
take
on
this
deep dive.
situation and turn it into a positive, but you got to move. And if you don't
That
move,
well, it means that you have
the
too many
opportunity comes and it goes.
unpassive
If
things
you
up.
don't move it, you're
So
unpassive.
close
If
close
you
all your
don't
unpassive stuff
see what it has to
and
offer
then click on
and
it and then
know
come and
that
click on
this
the
is
link
something I
again in
need
WhatsApp
because, hey, I ain't got nothing else.
and then
I'm going to work every day
log in.
and I still can't see the light. Yeah, I might go a little vacation here and there, but if something drastically happened to me, what do I have for myself? And I was telling my daughter the other day, I still, as even you got a big salary coming in, I still see y'all living paycheck to paycheck. That means stop wasting time. That means we need to do something to change that around. You don't want to say my goals is about getting a new house and getting a new car and maybe a piece of nice gold. No, because those things are materialistic.
Cool.
But you got to say, you know what? I'm fighting this
Cool.
war, this battle for my children so they can have a better life, so they can have a solid foundation. It's not about us. The word, it's not about us. It's about our children and their children and humanity as a whole because everybody benefits. And we're so grateful to have a CEO like Mr. Ash Mafara. Without him, really, some of us will be nowhere. We would not be even thinking about all the mindsets that came our way about setting a budget by Dr. John and handling our monies and all this. Stop wasting time. We waste time on the wrong things. And then we always say, make excuse, man, I ain't got no time. I had to do this and I had to do that. But what is all in all that you're doing? Is it helping you to have a financial, gain financial stability? Are you gaining financial stability? Are you growing from all these things that's keeping you so busy? And if it's not, you're wasting time. We got to get with it. You know, we got to uplift ourselves. We got to grow. It's easy to be focused in your, because if you're focused, your environment will be focused too. You know what I mean? You got to, it got to be a real deep reason for you want to live in this world and be successful. Because the ones that went ahead of us and is success, they had to go through the same thing. Some maybe not as so deep, but of course they all had to go through. They all had to start from the bottom. But what happened? They kept on going on and on and on, and that's what I can't. His name just slipped. But he always say you got to be hungry. You got to keep on keeping on because you can't quit. Because if you quit, that's it. Simple as that. You might as well sign your own death certificate. Just go and sign it because you have just killed yourself. You know, we can't worship money because money they print every day. You know, Thomas state that money is printed every day, but time cannot be printed. So you got to let money work for you. You know, we can't continue running after a dollar and going in and not ending up anywhere because money is about people. Because without the people, no money goes around. You know, Amazon can't get rich without the people ordering. So of course, we can't make a mission if we don't have people coming and say, "Hey, I like that old connect. How do I get how do I get in? How do I get started?" You know? So you got to help yourself some way part. When somebody is doing something for you most of the way, you got to do something to make it manifest all of the way. You know? So you only can become the best if you master the skill or the goal that you have. That's the only way. Because you got to be different. You got to be rare. You know, all of us is in the same business, but all of us is not the same. So all of us gonna have a different game. And so you have to manifest that special character that's within each and every one of us. Give birth to it. And let's do this. You know, we wasting too much time. And before you know it, you don't have any time left. First of all, we on borrowed time. We on borrowed time. We don't know when our clock would go out. You know, my sister just lost her husband of 35 years, you know, last Saturday. And wow. And that's where that topic came from. Don't waste time. Sometimes we waste too much time on the things that not helping us to grow. And then we accept it and be content. Not saying you can't be content, but be content with what if you don't have nothing? Your children then will suffer. Your grandchildren, my grandchildren, and my generations to come will stay in this poverty. But we got to stop it. It's like a generational curse. You know, stop it. We got to put an end to it and say, you know, it stops here and we're going to change it. And then from there, your children and grandchildren will have a different mindset. It won't be a slave master mindset any longer. It will be an entrepreneur mindset. It will be about business. It would about be making money. It will be about helping people as much as we can. And that's why God put us on this earth in the first place to be our brother, like Marty always say, our brother's keeper and our sisters. We're here. Those people that live in the ozone zones, blue zones, it's because they work together. They don't have to go to a bank to borrow money. They borrow money from their neighbor, their friend, and they work together and they eat together and they laugh together and they play together. And that's what on passive is a blue zone on its own, because we can become that blue zone wherever we are. We can make it by choosing healthy life, a healthy lifestyle. We don't need to, we got to stop being average. We got to, a CEO always talk about dreaming big. Dream big. Stop being average. When you go to school, people say, well, I'm okay if I get a C, because that's average. But you got to aim high. And just when you go to the car dealership, you think that it's give you the lowest price. They're going to give you the highest price, because that gives you time to talk them down. They start high and then they come down low because they got room to come low. So we are business owners, and so we need to stop wasting time. Just because on passive is not moving to the speed that you might have for them to move, but it's not our business. We not have to worry about that. We got to worry about what we need to do. And so when we wasting time worrying about on passive, we should be putting in time worry about ourselves and what we need to do and how we need to prepare and what we want to do, our goals, our purpose, and all that good stuff. So we don't have really no time to waste. So we need to really stop wasting time, because without a vision, you have no direction. You need direction. So you must have a vision. So if you're wasting time looking at the TV that already making money and you ain't making none of it, and you just sitting there watching, oh, that's great, and look at those, and look at, what are you doing for yourself? You're wasting time. They already making money. They got money. They got the cash flow. What do you have? We got to stop that. We ain't getting nowhere. We're in the same place. And when unpassive start to roll, if you listen to your CEO today, it's some messages coming in there. It's something for us to think about. Even though he could finish the business today and say, you know what? Hey, get a new name, check out, leave these people behind because they ain't ready yet. And still, he's patient. He's being merciful to us. We got to stop wasting time. We need to get on the train. Why we still in doubt? Why we still in fear? Why we still don't know? Even with the little bit we see, we still in doubt. It's a shame. It's a real shame. So time is of essence. Stop wasting this opportunity that is in front of us. We have an amazing opportunity in front of us that no one else have given us. And some of us know it because we've been in many type of businesses already. And I can speak for myself. And it's nothing like unpassive. When unpassive came into my life, it knocked everything else out, And I was like, oh my gosh, where am I at? But I still keep on because I also have a mission of my own. Unpassive is not my only game. I have my own game too. And each and every one of us should have our own little talent within each in ourselves that we need to give birth to, just like Ash Mafara. He's only the vehicle. This unpassive is only the vehicle to take us through the tunnel, where we will come out to the light, nothing but joy, nothing but peace and happiness. And with all that, you get your self-esteem grows, you get empowered, and anything that you want to do, you will do because you are so fired up. I know I could do this. Wow. So you get those adrenaline start rocking and all that good flavor juices start running in your membranes and in your veins, and you're just amazing. You can be everything you want to be, but only you can stop that by wasting time. And a lot of us have wasted a lot of time already, but it's never over. We still, you know what? No matter how old we are, we still got a chance. And even if you don't think you can do much, God said, with little, you will be blessed with so much. So even if the little steps that you make, and you have some sort of foundation there for your children or grandchildren to build on, that alone is an accomplishment, is an achievement, is something you have done. And you shall feel great and you shall pat yourself on the back because you have done something before leaving this planet Earth. So let's not waste time. Once we have, I remember Mr. Cardone saying, I wrote it somewhere. He said, "Do money with time." Grant Cardone, and you can listen to him because he came from a dark place. I remember he was a drug addict. His mom was so tired of it. After a while, she slammed the door. And the last time she slammed that door, he had to fence for himself. But look at him today. Look at him today, and he's still going. And he would love to extend. He's there. It's about helping people. And that's why Ash said today that multi-level marketing is nothing wrong with it because Cardone is about multi-level marketing, but they're doing great and they're helping people all over the world. So Ash is not saying anything against LMM, multi-level marketing. He's just saying that on passive is not. So let me tell you, don't waste time. Don't take your life or your children's life for granted. Because God did not go through all that to create us to be absolutely zero. Then that would be a waste of time. So we are all valuable. Let's start living a valuable life. Let's stop wasting time and start doing the things that we need to do so we can be having a successful and that we can leave something behind for our children, a solid foundation that they can build off and for generations to generations. So I thank you so much for your listening ear, and I hope this will open a little light in your life. Thank you so much. I'm done. Dr. Derek.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you very, very much. That was an awesome mindset.
Hello.
Really, really appreciate that one.
Hello.
All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. And are you hearing me?
All right.
Hello?
It's not on.
Hello? Oh,
Okay.
all
Somebody
right.
has
Are you hearing me now? Hello? Are you hearing me now?
Somebody have two devices, doctor.
I think I did.
All right. We have to mute ourselves when we're not talking. That's why we're getting feedbacks.
It's been doing that since we started.
Yeah, so from once you're not speaking, just mute yourself so that we don't get the feedback. All right. Beautiful. Um, thank you very much, Queen Jacqueline Warner. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. That was so awesome. The mindset is very important. Very important. And we just thank you very much, Queen Jacqueline Warner. All right, over to you, First Lady Queen Dr. Benny. If there is any questions in the chat or hand raise or all that good stuff.
This is Dr. T. Can I make a comment?
Sure.
Okay.
Yes, go ahead.
As usual, JW, you nailed it. as, as Queen Debbie would say, you nailed it. I just love the passion. That's why I join you all on Saturday, on Thursdays, because I love your passion. And look at the echo. Is that me? Is that me? The echo. Sorry, guys. I don't know why there's an echo like that. Okay. Anyway, I really love your passion, and we're looking forward to going into the new year and stop wasting time. So I'm going to try to piggyback on that next Tuesday when I do my presentation, and talk about some things that we need to look at as we go into the year of 2024. So thank you so much for the introduction to my next week's message. You do me well, and you do us all well. Thank you so much, JW.
You're welcome, Dr. T.
Thank you so much, Dr. T. We really appreciate you. I would say extraordinary inspirational speech, Queen Jackie. We appreciate you, and we know that every Thursday you'll be here to make us happy. Thank you so much. Does anyone have any question, please, or comment? No one is echoing again, so. All right, Queen Sharon, could you please proceed?
Canada, sorry, I'm not turning on my mic, but I just want to say, Jacqueline, Queen Jacqueline, Sister Jacqueline, I just love you. You just like tell it like it is. You put it out there. You kind of like giving a lecture, but not giving a lecture, and just letting people, because you know what? There's so many founders that I have spoken to, brand ambassadors that I have spoken to that are not ready. Some of them that I spoke to don't even know that they are in a business, which they need a business license. They're like, what do you mean we need a business license? It's like, why are you complaining about what's going on with OnPassive if you're not ready yourself for when everything hits and the flow starts coming in? You need to be ready. You need to decide what type of tax, what type of license you want. You need to decide so many other things. And then there are several brand ambassadors out there that are not sharing their links. They're not talking about OnPassive to everybody and anybody they know. They're not, as they're excited and they see the process, but I just don't know how serious here is. A lot of them, I think, is just thinking that they, have to do nothing and then everything's just going to fall into place. So I like how you were telling people, get ready, do what you need to do. What's our slogan? You have to be in it to win it, which means you need to go into your back office. You need to go on the different webinars and the different lives. You need to learn about the products that we're selling. You need to take this seriously. I think a lot of people are just sitting on the sidelines waiting for the apples to fall off the tree, so to speak. So I just love what you said there. And I also love what you said about pretty much the world is against us. There's a lot of things happening in the world that a lot of people aren't talking about, or they don't know, or they don't care to know, that a lot of changes that are coming that is going to affect the next generation and the generation and the generation after that. They don't realize that if you go to the grocery stores and stuff like that, the more grocery stores and other stores, it's less cashiers, more machines. Like everywhere you go, the banks eventually are going to claim bankruptcy, and then we're not going to have any banks open. So the tellers are all going to lose their job. Accounting, everybody's going to have to work from home. So we have all these great products, and I personally believe that OnPassive is at least 5 years ahead of the game. They are so far ahead of the game that everybody else thinks they're first. OnPassive is grabbed this, and they know. And we are all so lucky because this is future in the making. And thank you, Sister Jacqueline. I just loved everything you said. You much more. I could probably talk and talk and talk forever, but I will let you talk some more if you like, or whoever's up next. Thank you for letting me speak, Dr. Penny.
Sharon, you're so correct. I'm glad that you say that a lot of the founders are sitting on the fence. But if sooner or later, either you're going to get off the fence or you're going to fall off the fence. So stop wasting time. Thank you so much, Queen Sharon.
Thank you.
We really appreciate your contribution. And I believe I need more people to come here and contribute. I mean, I'm not pushing you, sorry. I mean, this is really important because Queen Sharon, you are 100% correct. It's not, there are a lot of our brand ambassadors out there. Most of them, they call me. Oh, what happened today? No, I'm serious. What happened? So it means, but have you guys noticed, despite the fact that people like in Africa, I always talk about Africa or different countries, they complain that they have problem with their data, right? But they spend most of their time on YouTube. Isn't that data? Are they not wasting data? Or they're on Facebook, they're wasting data. But just to come and attend a webinar, even for 30 minutes, or right now we do have the update. If you guys, at this moment, you guys, we have updates, right? Today from the meeting. So if you guys have time, please go to your back office and read your updates. So I expect each and everyone to do so and attend a webinar. There are a lot of webinars, but choose the one that you like and attend. The more webinar you attend, the more you learn. And make sure that you pay either your $93 or your $143. Actually, it's $93 at the moment, but you end up paying $106. We're not forcing you to pay. If you don't want to pay, do not expect any commission. Thank you.
Sister Benny.
Yes,
Sister Benny, Sharon here. I just wanted to say too, like even the person that brought me into On Passive, she calls me to ask me what's going on. What did Ash say? What do you think? And stuff. And then we have arguments because she has told me misinformation and wanted me to tell everybody else the same thing, which was you don't have to do nothing. You don't have to do absolutely nothing. Everything's going to come. You're going to make all kinds of money. You're going to be in the money. You're going to leave a legacy. You don't have to do nothing. Tell them, Sharon. And I'm like, I ain't saying shit. Sorry, pardon my French about that. I said, but you do. And I said, but you do have to do something. You have to go into your back office. You have to go on webinars. You have to educate yourself about your products and stuff like that. And then like 4 months down the line, she calls me and she's like, oh, Sharon, we got to do something. We got to go. Did you know that we have to? And I'm like, yes. And did you know that? I'm like, I told you that. And you argued with me. And, it's like, and she's like, oh, I didn't know that. And I'm like, so did you get your business license yet? Business license? What do we need a business license for? And I'm like, oh, my God. I said, what's the slogan? You got to be in it to win it. Go into your back office, go to some webinars. So it's like, and she brought me in here. Plus she brought like about, I don't know, over 30 other people in here, I believe. Yeah, so not a lot of people are on the ball. Back to you. It's all yours, Dr. Benny.
Queen Sharon, I really appreciate your approach and keep up the good work. And I believe we're going to learn from you. We all understand that you need to understand the products. You need to know, because you cannot go out there and brag about your company. And then they will ask you, what type of product do you have? And you don't even know. So you really need to at least understand a little bit of your products. Dr. Derek is here. He is going to teach all of us more and more about the products. Are you guys ready? Thank you so much. Queen Engineer Bridget, proceed, my dear.
for the opportunity. I just wanted to add to what Queen Sharon was saying. I just have just one comment to make, that everybody in OnPassive, I think we all know for sure that what is going on with OnPassive is an exceptional and unusual situation where we don't have to come up with so much money and we don't have to do so much and we're still going to succeed. So I think people understand. They've come to the realization that they don't have to do much. They don't have to do that, but still they're expecting, because what Mr. Mofara has given us, nobody has ever given. And honestly, they know. So, and I know that they know, and we all know, but unfortunately, we're hoping and hoping that extend. I mean, to me, I just feel like it's just unrealistic what we all are expecting, or those people are expecting, for them not to do anything. I mean, the money that we're paying is almost nothing. You know, if you actually look at so many companies, what they expect us to pay, or what they expect them to pay to be able to get into the businesses, compared to what we're going through at the moment, it's, to me, everybody has to just be contented and do their best and do what they can do, and just, you know, we're in the best place. That's to say. I'm just adding to what Sharon was saying. Sometimes I get frustrated when I realize that people are making these comments and expecting so much. You know, I guess that's all I have to say. Thank you.
Yeah, all the time, right? So you can come and add more. We need people to come and contribute if you have the knowledge. Do you guys know that we are all learning from one another? We are. Remember these products or the solutions that we have. The key features that we have is more than some of, you know, I know that we cannot really compare our products with any other products out there. But I want to thank you, Bridget. All right. Our next brand ambassador is Brother King Alfred. Could you please proceed?
Hey, Dr. Benny, how are you doing?
My dear, I am OnPassive. Period.
All right.
Thank you.
I just have something very quick to alert some of our founders. We know that we have all moved to our ecosystem and we do not pay attention to our Gmails. We might need those Gmails. So I'm appealing to every founder to make sure that they log into those Gmails and make sure that they are opening, you know, because Google is deleting emails that have been, you know, not been open for quite a long time. I have got one from, you know, a friend of mine who is a founder that he can't open that email. I'm making an appeal. I'm not sure if I'm going to succeed. So I said, let me just throw this for all our founders to go to their various Gmails and try to, you know, open them and make sure they open. That's all I have, because for any reason, if that email is deleted, you have a problem. Once they send that code, you cannot retrieve that code, then you have a problem. Then you will have to be writing to support back and forth, which is something that it's part of your business that you make sure those emails are opening. So thank you. That's all I have.
Thank you. Perfect. Thank you so much. I appreciate you muting yourself. Thank you, Brother Alfred. Yes, for the emails. Remember, we were informed that we should all check the Gmail before December 1st. And I believe we have done so. If not, now if you have any problem with your Gmail, then hopefully you have to show proof, right? Show proof that you are a founding member. Do you have your invoice? Because that's another way now to recreate another email address. If you don't have proof, then you are in big trouble. Thank you so much, Brother Alfred. Does anyone have any more questions or contribution, please? If not, I will hand it over to Dr. Derek. But before I hand it over to Dr. Derek, I want to really appreciate Queen Jacqueline Warner. We thank you for your inspirational speech. Most importantly, I want to really thank our Heavenly Father for bringing you and I together and all of us here. And most importantly, for bringing our visionary to you and I. You guys do understand that there is no other visionary out there that will spend all his time making sure that the job is being done, doing the advertisement about our products or about the company, and for us to start making some dollars when the time is right. Or I shouldn't say dollars, the apples. But we have to do our own. We have to go out there. We have to really go to our www.onpassive.com. Click on the blogs. You can click on the blogs as well, just to read what is going on within our company. If you understand the products, then you can go out there and brag about it. And the time will come that a lot of companies will do what it takes to come and purchase our products. So in order to purchase the products, it means that you have to, like I said, we're not forcing you to pay your $93 at the moment. If you don't pay, do not expect anything. Thank you so much. Our CEO, hey, guess what? But you guys remember, I want all of us to continue to pray for his health, for the dream team, for our tech brothers and sisters. We want God to provide them with knowledge and wisdom so they'll be able to do their work. And I know that they love our CEO, as he made a statement that they are doing everything to stay at night to protect our network, protect the environment, mostly our cyber security within our organization. They are doing it. Thank you so much. Queen Sharon, do you have anything again? Please.
It's Violet.
I
have my hand up.
Okay, please, could you please proceed? Thank you.
Okay. This thing with checking Gmail. How do I go about checking it? I have 3 accounts with them, but whenever I try to open an account, it automatically goes to my first one. Like I can't seem to get in with the other 2. What do I need to do? Like how?
Go to one of my Gmail, right? Just hold on, then I'll tell you. Hold on. So on your Gmail,
she just needs to take off the forwarding that she might have, because in those time, a lot of people were putting forwarding, so they don't have to look at the 3, 4, 5 different Gmails. They just forward everything to the one main account, and so that's what a lot of people did in that first registration time with all founders. So
Okay,
quite
I'll have
possible,
to check that.
you'd have to
I don't remember doing that.
Yeah, but from once you are saying the messages is going to one mail, then that is what is happening.
Okay.
If you're
I'll check it out. Thank you very much.
Yeah, if that is the case, then that is one of the things that you would have to check if you are forwarding from all those others to one.
Okay. Thank you very much.
If you still have the problem, please, we can talk together and I'll walk you through, okay?
Okay.
No problem.
You'll have to give me your number and all that stuff.
Certainly, you have to give me yours first. Then I will send you a text. How about that?
Sure.
No problem.
I'm not as
I'll text the number to you, First Lady.
Thank you, Doc.
You've got my new number? 289?
Do you still get the flyers for the meeting?
Yes.
From me?
Yes.
Okay.
Then I guess you got the number. Thank you. We'll talk.
No. I was just saying that beautiful. Beautiful. Are we seeing you on YouTube, Dr. Derek?
Yes.
All right. Queen.
Yes, please. Dr. Pat, I'm here.
No, I was just talking to Queen JW.
Okay.
As always, you nailed it. What can we say? I don't want to say Queen JW nailed it. Waiting for Dr. Derek to do the next phase, right?
Yes, please. Yeah, we're waiting for Dr. Derek. I was waiting for you to complete your speech and then for Dr. Derek to proceed.
My speech is after party speech. For now, I just want to say we nailed it. I'm already ready for after party.
Thank you so much, Queen Dr. Pat. We appreciate you and thank you for your contribution. Our Dr. Derek, could you please proceed?
Okay. All right. Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much, First Lady Queen Dr. Benny. Really appreciate it. All right. Oh. All right. Dr. Benny should get our number. Just send it to you in WhatsApp. All right. And thank you very much, Queen Jacqueline Warner. That was awesome, awesome presentation on the mindset, as everyone has agreed upon. You nailed it. If Queen Debbie was here, as was said, but she's presently traveling. That's why she's not here. So she's whether up in the air or on the ground traveling. So she's not with us this evening. Okay, wonderful. We do have persons who are saying that we have to do this or we have to do that. Have to is a kind of strong statement that kind of eliminates choice, really, and we don't want to eliminate choice because everything is a choice. Even going to work is a choice. You don't have to go to work. You choose to go to work. Let us kind of get that type of mindset correct. We don't have to do this or do that. Everything in life is a choice. And yes, people make it seem that you have to do certain things. No, you do not have to do so. Yes, there are consequences that might be there if you don't do certain things in life we're talking about now. just to get this mindset correct. There are consequences, but nothing in life is a have to. Nothing in life. Everything is a choice. And that is why even now, persons have not migrated, whether they choose not to, or they don't even know, because they're not engaged, regardless. But it is a choice. It is a choice to check your ecosystem. It's a choice to look at your updates. It's a choice to know your products. It's a choice. It's a choice. So you can choose not to, or you can choose to do. And purchasing the solutions, right now it's organic. It's also a choice. So everything that we do in life is a choice, including on passive. And so therefore, in addition, you do not have to get a business account or business this or what have you. It's a choice. Also, there's no have to. You have to get no business license. There's no have to. Everything is a choice. The only thing is that, well, if you don't have a business, um, if you don't register your business, so to speak, when things, especially when things start to flow, and monies start to come in 10,000 here, 15,000 there, and this was maybe monthly or weekly, we're talking about, not annually, or 50,000 here or there, then you want to find a way to keep as much as you can. Now, with a business, registering a business, then you are able to do so. Not registering a business, then you're going to be running into a lot of tax paying to the government, right? So having a business account and having a business registered, then there are ways now to find ways to pay less tax and to have, but it's not a have to. Nothing is a have to. And let us kind of, you know, use a little a different verbiage, because have to is a little bit too strong when people have choice. Have to means that I don't have any choice in the matter, when I'm sure that even God Almighty gives us choice. So let us kind of get that mindset correct in life. Let us get that mindset. Unpassive is a company, and as our CEO said again and reiterate again and again at our meeting today, we are not a MLM. Unpassive is not, nothing is wrong with a MLM. Nothing is wrong with it. A lot of good companies are MLM structured, right? It's a structure, basically, right? Um, and and a pyramid structure is also a structure. Nothing is wrong with a pyramid structure, okay? Because every business on the planet is a pyramid structure, right? And that is why the CEO or the owner for the company get the lump sum of money. Then you have the board of directors. Then you have other vice presidents and presidents and managers and supervisors, and then the little workers down the bottom there getting, $20 or a $15 hour, right? So every business is a pyramid structure. Let us understand that. So nothing is wrong with a pyramid structure. It's just a structure. Nothing is wrong with a MLM structure. It's just a structure. It means that you get paid or get commissions on many different levels, whether 12 levels or 10 levels or whatever levels you get commission on. That is the MLM structure. But nothing is wrong with these structures. They are legal. Well, especially in the US, they are legal. So nothing is wrong with these structures. But it's easy. It's easy to find loopholes and to find ways to corrupt these structures. It's very easy, right? And so these structures, especially when it is placed in a business, it's easily manipulated. And so a lot of people get the short end of the stick, especially those at the bottom of the structure, because the first person you're going to fire is the little plebs who is working in the company. So the plebs at the end of any structure always get the short end of the stick. But nothing is wrong with these structures. They are used in every facet of business, especially when you talk about pyramid, right? So there are legal pyramid structure and there are illegal pyramid structures, right? Illegal one is ones that are manipulated by whoever is managing it or dealing with it and what have you, right? But there's nothing wrong and nothing illegal, especially in the United States and many other countries with these structures, or that's what they are. Those are structure. All right. So let us kind of mold that over and get ourselves educated instead of just talking, um, you know, things that we don't sure about. All right. So Ashmafari could have used that structure, MLM or pyramid structure, to run this company. But fortunately, he didn't have to, but he chose not to use those structure. All right. So, so our structure is not a MLM structure or a pyramid structure. All right. So let us get that fact clear with respective to where on passive is concerned. I just thought I should elaborate a little on that, since it was brought up today in our major executive meeting earlier today. It was a total day of meetings today, fortunately or unfortunately, for some of us. But let us understand that nothing is wrong. Let me say it again. Nothing is wrong with these structures. All right. Whether pyramid or MLM. All right. Let me give you a case in point. Um, Amway. Amway is a MLM and a pyramid structure. Nothing is wrong with Amway. Amway is going for many, many years now. Nobody gone to prison. Nobody gone to jail. And people making some good money in Amway. But the structure of Amway is a MLM and a pyramid structure. So nothing is wrong with the structure. Business operate very good, very decent, very lovely. And as I said, when you look at your job, Your job is a pyramid structure, because you're not going to get the paid as a worker, as a little person who do the work. You will never get the same pay as the CEO. Never. Right? And you're just going to have one CEO. One CEO, and it come down to whole heap of workers down here on the ground. Right? So it's the pyramid structure. And every company, every business, apart from unpassive, every business operate on the pyramid structure. You look at it carefully. So let us not pyramid pyramid bad, and you work in a pyramid structure, right? You work in a pyramid structure, right? Because you will never get the same amount of pay as your supervisor or your manager or any member of the board of directors. You'll never get that amount of money, right? The hospital, if you work in the hospital, the surgeon going to get more pay than a a first year doctor, and the doctors and the surgeon going to get more pay than the nurses and the janitor. So every business operate on the pyramid structure. So nothing is wrong. Again, nothing is wrong with the pyramid structure. That's how most, if not all, business, apart from unpassive, all business operate that way with the pyramid structure. All right. So let us understand that. All right. Beautiful. And so we just want to ask if there's any question, because most all persons that I'm seeing here is persons who always come to this meeting. So is there any question that you'd want me to address at this time? Anyone? Any question? Anything you're not clear on? All right, so everybody's good to go. All right, go ahead, Violet.
One account, the other one I can't remember what it was, but I put it on my phone, but it's not. I don't know how to access. What do they call it? Memory or something. Like I don't know. And the other thing is, I just got a WhatsApp from somebody and it says, "Greetings to you and family." I have no idea. This business account is not in your contact list. I have no idea what it is.
Do you know the
So get rid
person?
of it.
Do you know the person?
There's no name here.
Do you know the number?
Nope.
Well, get rid of it.
I don't think.
Get rid
I
of it.
don't think.
Get rid of it.
I'm sorry.
I said,
Get
Dr. Benny, if it's Dr. Benny, will tell you that this is Dr. Benny. So
delete it.
Block the number.
Block the number and then delete it. Simple. If you don't listen, people, I don't know why we're worried about things that we're not sure of. If I'm not sure of a number and I'm not sure the person don't give me a name, the person don't introduce themselves, and this goes for founders also, right? A lot of persons just say hi and then start a big conversation, a long conversation, and all they say is hi. I don't know the
They're
number.
gone.
They don't put any name. They don't say, well, okay, this is so and so. I'm a founder, I'm a founding member, in on passive, I got your name from so and so and so, or I got your name from in one of the meetings, etc., etc. Then they start the long conversation on what they want, this or that, what have you. You know, that would be the proper way. But a person don't do that. I just block the number, delete it, and I good to go. I don't worry about
Okay,
it.
they're gone.
Don't worry about it, my
They're
dear.
gone.
Yeah,
No, I'm not.
don't worry about it.
I don't.
We don't even have to
There's
ask those
very little
questions.
that I worry about.
That is why our first lady talk and talk every Tuesday about cybersecurity. Cybersecurity. Because if we, right, we say that we are not tech savvy, right? So,
That's for sure.
right. And so we're giving you all the information as much as possible about everything that has to do with you and the life on the internet, because that is where we are. Our life, at least 60% of our lives is on the internet, even though we're not tech savvy. Even though we're not tech savvy, 60% of our lives is on the internet. We check YouTube, we watch YouTube, we check this, we check that, what have you, we check with
I
email,
have a question.
so on. So if so much
What
percentage of
is
our life is on the internet, let us stop using "Oh, I'm not tech savvy" as a crutch. Let us get the information that will help us to be tech savvy. Okay, that's what we do here at Deep Dive and Dream Team. We are
okay? What does
equipping everyone.
D?
Allow me to finish.
I'm sorry.
What we are doing is we are equipping every person that comes, especially on Dream Team and Deep Dive, to be at least up there with being tech savvy. All right. So, let us get the information. Let us digest the information. Let us really learn the information that we give, so that it's beneficial to you, because we have the information. So we are imparting the information so that you can benefit. That is what it's all about. Okay? Go ahead, Violet.
Okay, what does DCIM stand for?
DCIM? I don't
Yes,
know. I don't have the foggiest clue or the slightest idea.
emoji camera screenshots.
Huh?
Oh, I give up. Okay,
Where you found
I'm
that?
going to have to call you one-on-one because my tablet's doing stupid stuff too. And like I can't get on a meeting on my tablet. It said something about blocking this and blocking that, and I know you've gone through it, but I wasn't on my tablet at that time. So I probably didn't do it. Anyway, thank you very much. You guys,
Okay.
you're amazing, Dr. Derek.
Hold on. Let me
Can't wait to
let me
meet
just
you.
ask you. Where did you see the DCI? Whatever you just said. Where did you see it?
I saw it under my files.
What file?
There's an icon on my phone that says my files. So I pressed on that, and there's DCIM, download, movies, music, pictures.
Right. So that's what it is. Some download for music, picture, whatever it is. That's
Yeah,
that's what it's
there's only
relating
one
to.
item.
Yeah. So that's what it's relating to. Do you want that movie, picture, whatever on your device.
Okay. Thank you.
That's the question you'd have to
I
ask.
will.
If you
I
don't want it
will.
on it, then you just delete it.
Okay. I will.
Mhm.
I will work on this. Thank you.
Wonderful.
But I did get into one of my Gmails. I have one more that I need to get into.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
All right,
Have a
well,
great evening. You're a darling. You know that,
shout me
don't you?
tomorrow, man. Shout me tomorrow.
Maybe.
All right, cool.
Yep.
Right,
Bye.
wonderful. Okay, let us not, we have to just read what comes up on my phone or my device. You have to read it. What is this? And it tell you what it is. Do you want it? No. Click. Delete. Do I want it? Okay. Yes. Accept it. It's just simple. We don't need to be afraid of technology because it asks us everything that comes up on your phone. There is a message or some typing, reading thing that is there for you to find out what it is, for you to see what it is. So, do I want it? No. Bang. Click. Delete. That's it. You know why you forget about that. Right? Don't overthink things that come up on your phone or come up on your devices. Don't overthink it. Just read what is there. You see, the problem is that we don't want to read. That's one of our major problems. We don't want to read. Right? And so things come up on the phone. Sometimes we just click close, click close, click close. We don't read what it is saying, especially when we,
Sometimes it comes up so fast you don't know what it said.
but you have to read it. That's the point.
You don't have time to read it. It like flashes and it's gone.
My dear, my dear, when something comes up on your device, especially on your computer, when it comes up, just put your mouse on it. Just put your mouse on it and it will stay there for a few. Just put your mouse, just don't click it, don't do anything. Just put your mouse over whatever pop up on your thing. 'Cause it's a pop up, you know. That's what it is. It's a pop up. So it's going to go. But when you hover
Thank
your
you
mouse,
very much for that.
when you hover your
Hey,
mouse over it, it kind of stay there because it say, oh, it's as if you want to click on it. So let me linger a little while longer, right? So that's how that works. And so then you can read what it says. Then you can do what you need to do, right? But it is a pop-up. That's what it is, a pop-up. So it's not going to stay there forever. It is going to disappear, you know, in a few seconds. So just put your mouse over it, hover over it. Don't click on anything. Just put your mouse over it and it will stay there. Okay? Irie? All right. Wonderful. All right. So, beautiful. Let me just, all right. Persons who are creating webinars. Let me just address that for a little because a lot of persons, um, well, Dr. Patience, I created the webinar about 11, all right, I wake about 10 o'clock, so maybe about 11 before that meeting, eat that. So about 11. while I was in a meeting, I created the Connect webinar for this meeting, and it worked. All right, so that is good.
That issue has been solved. Okay, great.
Yes. Because, okay, let me tell you what happened a couple times to me, because I tried a couple times. Let me tell you what did happen. When I went to Connect to create the Connect meeting, and I click on Connect, and then the Connect dashboard pop up. When I look at the Connect dashboard, it was, even though I already did for that account, I already click on become an affiliate, and so my affiliate link is there on the OES. But when I click on Connect and the Connect dashboard pop up, I am seeing become an affiliate. And when I create the Connect meeting in that window, then I end up with problems when the time comes. Now, when I refresh and I refresh the Connect link, the Connect meeting dashboard, and then it changed from become an affiliate to having my affiliate link there. And when I create the Connect meeting, it's okay. So just ensure that when you click on Connect, that you don't have the become an affiliate. You actually have your affiliate link there. That was one thing that I noticed.
That, when I had that issue, I normally refresh when I see that. I think they've just fixed it. There was an issue.
Okay, all right, beautiful.
Yeah, that become an affiliate pop up, and for me quite a few actually. So always refresh what Dr. Derek said. If you don't, means you're not creating as an affiliate, or means maybe they'll see like you're not paid. But the issue actually happened even when I had refreshed. So I think they fixed it. That's a good thing to know. Thanks.
All right, wonderful. All right, so I'm going to try a longer term one. So I'm going to create one now for next Tuesday and see if that remains the same. All right. Or you could create the one for Dream Team now.
Yeah, I'm trying to create one right now that we're speaking to see.
For deep dive. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, beautiful.
So I'm testing that one now this weekend. So
all right, nice. And I'll do one for Tuesday, deep dive, and see if it still remains for Tuesday. All right. So we take care of that. All right. So any other questions or discussion on anything that you are not sure of? Anyone? Today is to clear up anything in OConnect or the ecosystem, or maybe if you heard something on Ashmafari meeting today that you're not too clear on or not too sure, let us have it.
Dr. Derek, for those founders that having difficulty still making a payment, what would be your suggestion to them?
Just clear your cache and your cookies and restart your computer or your device and try again within 24 hours. After 24 hours.
After 24 hours.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir.
Because it is getting better and better every week.
Yeah.
We are we are moving up from 20% a day, right? And soon it will be full 100. So,
Wow.
all right, and that's what he said in the meeting today. So that situation soon and bulk payout will soon be resolved and all of that. So yeah, it's just step by step because nobody, no company has ever um started in over 200 countries. No company ever do that, right? They start where they start wherever, whichever country the company originate from, and they start there, and then they, after maybe a decade at least, then they start to branch out. We are branching out even before we start and all those things. It's just crazy. All right. So it's a totally different boat or ship or cruise liner that we are on. Totally different one. All right. So yes, it's getting better. It's getting better, as you can see. More persons are able to do their subscription. All right. All right. Any other? Go ahead, Alfred.
In some cases, you're clearing the velocity limit that it pops up when you are paying with a card. A couch will not help in that situation. Is that correct?
Repeat the question. Sorry.
Because a friend that has been struggling to pay with a card for almost 2 weeks now, unable because each time he logs in, like maybe after 1-2 hours, it pops up and said that my message is 450 as he sent it on my screen here. 450. That is over limit
Velocity over limit.
Yeah. Does that, even if you clear the couch, it's not going to help in that situation? Is that correct?
No, that's not correct. All right. Preferably use a different browser. Right. You can maybe go to a different browser. But don't wait 2 hours. Wait 24 hours. After 24 hours. Right? Clear your cache, clear your cookies, and wait after 24 hours and try again. Try a different web browser. Try a different device. Try a different internet connection, which means go to your friend house, go to the library, let a different IP address, be seen, so to speak, because that's what I did one at a time. I, actually, but I wait at all times after 24 hours. Anytime you're trying again, don't try now and then you try 2 hours, and another 2 hours you try again. No, it's 24 hours. After 24 hours that I try again. One time I tried 24 hours and I did it for about 3 times and it didn't work. I drive somewhere where I know I have internet connectivity from outside. Then I even have to go in the building. Because when you're connected with a laptop, it remember your connectivity. So from once you reach near to there, your connectivity, and right there, I was able to roll it through, right? So try a different web connection, internet connection, try a different web browser. You just have to try, right? It's only full 100%, and you don't have this, hassling that we have to be going through now. But hey, some people just don't want to wait at all. So hey, let's try a different browser, try a different web connection, internet connection, and see if those work. Okay. All right. Alfred, go ahead, Violet.
Like I mean, know where they are.
Repeat that again.
Do I need an app in order to know where somebody is in the city or whatever? Because when I did DoorDash, people would be waiting outside, waiting for me, and they're looking at their phone and they're saying, "Oh, yeah, I see you coming," and it's like, how do you do that?
Because that's how DoorDash set up their thing. They set up their thing where um, because you have
Oh,
a GPS and on your device, every device have a GPS.
Yes.
And so what they do is just set up tracking, GPS tracking for you that leave the restaurant or wherever you pick up, whatever you pick up, for this customer. Then this customer is able to track you using
Okay.
the same GPS that you are using to find the house.
Okay.
So it's kind of a two-way
Can
thing.
I set it up so my son knows where I am? I'm not doing DoorDash anymore.
Yeah, man.
It
You,
cost me
you
a
can use
lot of
you can
money.
use Google Map. Google Map have that feature.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Just
Wonderful.
go to Google Map and click on the three little dots at the top right and go to share location.
Okay.
You're good to go.
You're such a darling. Okay. Thank you.
All
Bye
right.
again.
All right. Okay, though. All right. So let me first of all say thank you all for coming out to this portion of the webinar. We are going to now go into the after party with Queen Dr. Patient Ajongwen to give us some good, lovely music in the after party. Thank you all, especially those on YouTube, viewing on YouTube. We do thank you for viewing us on YouTube, and we hope to see you next Sunday with Dream Team, and Tuesday and Thursday with Deep Dive on YouTube. So thank you very much for viewing. If you are viewing live, especially, thank you. If you did not subscribe, please subscribe. Click notification all, and also if you are viewing in the future and you have not subscribed, please subscribe. You can also type your messages in YouTube. If you have a question, anything to divulge, you can type your questions in YouTube and we will, of course, read it and answer it at the next time. So thank you very much. If you have a comment, you can put it in comments also, and we will read it in the comment. And of course, we will answer it at another meeting. Or we'll answer it or try to answer it